Who's starting for you tomorrow?
Kodai Senga. Kodai Senga is going tomorrow.
And what do you expect he'll be able to give you?
We'll see. We're going to let it play out. He's been in Florida throwing, facing hitters. We have a plan, but we're going to go out there and watch him closely and go from there. But he's ready to go, and that's where we're going with him on game one.
And how does he feel about that?
Great. He's excited. Said right away, when we talked to him, that he was ready to go.
Okay, next question. We're going to go here in the middle on the left.
He won't go long, but do you anticipate that he will look like Kodai Senga out there?
Yeah, and if anybody knows himself better than anybody, it's Kodai Senga. We've been through it the whole year with him, and the times that he goes out there and face hitters or throws a lot of bullpens and he's not feeling right, he's always letting us know that. And that wasn't the case in this situation. He was the one that approached us, and he wanted to know what we were thinking in case we were here in the division series or potential NLCS. And we just wanted to hear what he had to say and offer, and he was pretty honest with us. And it was an easier decision because of what we've been through with him the whole year.
When did he approach you?
It was probably yesterday. I can't remember, but
was there a level of surprise that he's actually going to make it back to the mound?
Well, we always had hopes, but it's been the whole year, and what made us feel comfortable with this decision was that he was the one in the baseball, and I think the only time we had that situation was when he faced the Braves, the only outing he had this year before he went down again. So pretty comfortable and excited to go and watch him pitch tomorrow.
We're going to go to the far back on the right.
So how many innings, how many pitches do you expect?
We'll see. We'll see. He's gonna go out there, and he's been building up in Florida. So like I said, we have an idea, but we're going to let the game unfold, and we'll make adjustments as we go.
Okay, on the left, Mike Puma.
Do you have somebody like as a piggyback option, like Peterson or somebody behind them?
Yeah, unless something happens in the next 24 hours, I think everybody should be available other than Quintana, and I'll announce Severino is going to go game 2, so everyone else.
And will you have McGill?
Yes.
Next question. We have Dave Lennon in the back on the left.
Carlos, how challenging was it to get a good read without? I mean, he's only had five major league innings for the whole season. I mean, is it tough to? What are the challenges of gauging that against minor league competition, bullpens, live BPs? I mean, obviously you feel confident about it, but I mean, was that a challenge to amass enough data to figure that out?
Well, I mean, we went through it when the only time he pitched, he was facing a really good lineup on the Braves. And this is no joke right here when he's facing the Phillies, game 1 of the division series, after he only threw 4. I don't know how many he ended up throwing that day when he went down. So, but again, not watching him the whole year and then going out there and facing that Braves lineup was pretty impressive. So that's why we feel that when he's approaching us, again, that's how it went down the last time. So we'll see how it goes, and again, we'll be ready to adjust if we need to.
Okay, we're going to go back to Tim Healy in the left, in the back.
He pitched a live in Florida on Monday, last you told us. Was that his most recent live?
Man, we've been so many cities and back and forth. So
it was only 4 days ago, so I would think it's not better since then.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last time I told you guys that he threw a live BP, that was the last time. Then he kept throwing just normal routine, and I think a bullpen, a long bullpen, up and downs, and so. Yeah.
It was his first time facing hitters since that little rehab start. How long was his live on Monday?
I'm not sure, but he threw a lot.
Okay, anything else? Okay, we're going to go back there in the middle again.
Sorry, just want to clarify. He came to you yesterday. Was that before or after the game?
I think it was 2 days ago.
Oh, 2 days
before
ago.
Before the game, and then we started having the conversations. We didn't want to get too far ahead. We needed to get here, but then we needed to listen to what he needed to say. And It wasn't an easy decision, talking to David, the pitching coach, the training staff. But then, like I say, it wasn't an easy decision before we talked to him. He put it out there for us, and then that's when we started, okay, what it's going to look like. And then let's get him on the phone, and then talking to him face-to-face today, it makes us feel really good about it.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Stay there on the left.
Your team has had a lot of iconic moments this year with Grimace and OMG. What were your thoughts on the playoff pumpkin last night?
I really don't know what to think of it, I'm honest with you. Whatever it takes, I mean, we've been through a lot, and people are giving credit to so many different people and this and that. I see it as we got good players, we got great people, and we're just going to continue to have fun and continue to ride a wave, see what happens.
When your team is able to find fun and levity in these really big, serious moments, how does that help them continue to do and win like they've been doing?
That's what we've done the whole year, even when it was hard for us. There was never panic in that room from the coaches, anybody, and they fed off that. And they believe in each other. They continue to believe. They continue to stay humble but stay aggressive. And going out there, preparing, competing, and see what happens. And here we are.
Okay. Is that it? All right. Thanks, Carlos. Yep. Start with Tim Healy in the back on the left.
So after the rush of your first professional save, were you able to sleep at all last night, or did you have to stay up?
Yeah, it was a long night just with the travel and everything, and so I tried to get some sleep today, but yeah, definitely going to try and catch up on some more tonight and be ready to go.
When will you be available, do you think?
I'll be ready tomorrow if they need me. So yeah, at this point where we're at in the season, all hands on deck. So I'm ready whenever they need me in any capacity.
Okay, next question. Right down there, Mark.
Yeah, we just learned that Senga is starting tomorrow. Just what was your level of surprise and expectations for him?
Yeah, I was surprised. We hadn't really talked about it much, but it's exciting. I think everyone's glad to have him back, especially kind of the way the first time around this season went with him and only having him for the one start. So yeah, it's exciting to have him, another elite arm that we have at our disposal, and excited to watch him compete.
Did you know that he would even be an option?
I didn't. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't something we talked about. And so, but yeah, like I said, a good surprise and exciting to have him back.
Okay, next question. We're going to go down here in the front.
You know, for as much as the Phillies and Mets have played against each other over their long rivalry, this will be the first time that you guys are going to be squaring off in the postseason. And I know that your fan base travels well, but these crowds here during the postseason have been known to get extraordinary. How much have you guys talked about that since you advanced last night?
Yeah, you know, I think we've seen it just with the rivalry that we have. Playing in some tight games and whatnot, this place gets loud, and that's what you want. You want that playoff atmosphere. I think we're ready for it. It's exciting. And yeah, we're looking forward to the challenge, and hopefully, like the Mets fans always do, they'll travel well, and we'll have some support in the building.
Okay, next question. You good here? Okay, we're going to go over there with Dave, and then we're going to go to Jeff.
Hey, Dave, so much of what you guys do as starting pitchers is routine-oriented and building up, being ready. In your mind, just from what Senga's doing, you know, how unorthodox is that to kind of, like you said, to just have one start and kind of work yourself to get healthy, but just limited from a limited competition standpoint?
Yeah, you know, I think it's obviously not ideal the way things happened, and being able to have seen the competitor that he is, I know he's not going to stop as long as we're in the race to try and come back and help us. And so, yeah, you know, I think that's anybody in that position that we have on our staff would have been doing the same thing, trying to fight to get back to be a part of this on the field. So like I said, it's exciting to have him back, and yeah.
Jeff?
David, he hasn't pitched since the end of July. What's the biggest challenge after a long layoff for a pitcher?
You know, I think you can get your stuff right in the bullpen. You can kind of get all that dialed in, but I think, you know, we've been playing a lot of high leverage games for quite a while now, and so I think, just coming back into an atmosphere like that, getting back up to game speed, is something that's going to be a challenge when you're coming back like that. But I have no doubt the work he's put in and the way he's gotten himself prepared, he's ready for the challenge.
Okay, anything else for David? All right, I'm going to go over here on the left.
Going back to last night, what was your reaction when you saw the playoff pumpkin make its debut?
I saw it a couple days ago, and I think it's just, it's something that along our journey we've picked up. We've had stuff throughout the season, and just another one of those little things that is part of the group now and is getting attention. And so I think it's all in good fun for us, and just continuing to keep up the good spirit that we've had and continue to enjoy the ride.
You mentioned that it brings attention. How are you all able to channel that as like a positive thing for motivation versus becoming, distracted by a fun little thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, it's internally it's something that we've joked about a little bit and whatnot, but externally, people are going to make what they're going to make of it. They're going to say whatever they want to say, and like I said, I think for us, it's just another one of those little pieces for us to just have fun.
Okay, is that it? Okay. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.